I've been working at the bank for several years.
The bank?
Yeah, at the bank.
That's good.
Are you the owner?
Yeah, right. You wish,
Hello.
Nancy. Are you the owner?
Hello.
Alan, do you?
Yeah.
How long have you been there? How many years have you worked at the bank?
Many years, and I've changed 3 banks so far, and I've changed 3 different departments. So yeah, my first job is at that time I was the personal financial service.
Uh-huh.
My second job was in the mortgage department. My third job is the corporate law department, something like just give 100 million yuan, Chinese yuan, to the big company, the tech company.
Yeah, that's big cash. That's big money.
Yeah, that's big money because the corporate law.
But
Yeah.
well, I want to ask you something. Since you're in banking, I talked to quite a few people, and there was a guy the other day we were talking to here. In China, you guys deal a lot with WeChat, right? Pay with WeChat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
is there a lot of cash like in the bank? Do a lot of people come in and you deal with bank teller and deposit money like cash, or is there not so much cash anymore in China? It's all like through WeChat.
There is not much cash anymore because something like you mentioned, and the government many years ago, the government rolled out some new policy.
Uh-huh.
We just should be consider about the waste of the paper, something like wood, and something like the pollution about use this kind of material to produce the cash. So we just right now we get used to use this kind of new technology to scan some barcode or something like a QR, and to pay the money through the internet. So everybody right now, they don't just bring some cash in the wallet.
So the majority of the people that go to the bank, is it for what then? Loan, stuff like this, or?
For loan or deposit the cash, because maybe sometimes something like their company, something their account should be deposit the cash in the bank, but that is very something like a tiny fraction of this kind of the customer. Something like you mentioned, yeah, people go to the bank, something to invest the money to buy some investment or some other funds, and lose the money, and to buy the house, to buy the car, and something like that.
Okay, so if somebody goes to buy a car, for example, in China, it's like what, 100,000 yuan or whatever it is, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Do they pay all that through WeChat, or do they give you a check, or how do you guys usually pay such a big amount?
Use the credit card.
But that's also through the phone, right?
No, just credit card. You can just download the app, the bank app, on your phone, and use your phone to pay this kind of cards pay. Something like, I know in Canada they just use the bank draft, right? But in China they just never use the bank draft, and they just use the credit card or use the app, the bank app, to pay this fee.
So how often, say like in a week, do you see somebody paying something with cash? At a store,
No,
like at a store
honest,
or something. Say you go shopping for food, whatever, anything. How often do you see somebody actually pay cash?
maybe once, maybe zero.
So it's very rare.
To be honest. Yeah. Right now it's totally inconvenient.
So it's everything basically is all through WeChat Pay there.
Yeah, WeChat Pay, Alipay, yeah.
It's just for convenient too, right? It's very convenient.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And right now we just get used to using this kind of things. at first we maybe consider about the privacy, but right now we just get used to. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's done through WeChat.
Yeah. And Alipay.
And Alipay. Nancy, in Argentina, I guess it's still the same like in America and Canada. You guys still deal a lot with cash, right? Going to the store.
Well, we don't use cash. In general, we don't use it. We use like different applications, or as Alien said, the bank account on the phone. But the application is better just because they give you money daily for according the quantity of money you got in the account. Perhaps old but very old people prefer using cash, but nowadays it's something weird.
Well, I guess cash is going the way of extinction. Yeah, Brian.
Oh, I was going to ask, what do you do up there in Canada? First of all, I heard that your cash is actually plastic.
What do you mean plastic?
Like it's like plastic, like it's not paper.
Made up of plastic. That's material.
Yeah, but when you have to buy a car or a house, we pay in dollars.
Yeah, but not cash.
Not in our currency. No, we don't use our currency money. We pay in dollars. And we always say, okay, how much is today the dollar? You are asking every single day because it goes up and down, ups and down.
Well, what's your dollar? What do you guys have in Argentina?
Pesos.
Yeah, pesos.
They pay in pesos.
Because the inflation, because the exchange currency right now is fluctuate. It's not very stable.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not stable. No, nothing is stable here.
But what I'm asking is, Mavakaga, do you pay in cash, or is it all through your phone? Is it all through apps?
I was always old school. I always preferred doing things in cash, but nowadays it's either you use your debit card, or you could use your phone. But I was always old school. I always preferred to do it by cash.
Well, yeah, well, the same here. However, I have not held cash in my hands for quite a long time because it's just so easy to just, swipe your card or do whatever and not touch, cash that somebody else snorted coke off of. So
the only thing I always prefer to pay cash at one place in particular is a gas station, because you hear how many times they can easily scan your credit card when you give it to them to scan on the machine or whatever.
Yeah.
They can get your information.
Yeah, you must.
Right? You know.
Yeah,
it,
you
right,
must
Nancy?
be careful. Yes. Right.
It's easy for them to.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Not only in the gas station. If you go, for example, to dine in at a restaurant, you must be careful if you give the credit card. The credit card must be in your hand and at your table.
That's right. Yeah? Anytime you give your card to anybody, it's so easy for them to make a quick switch and fool you. And next thing you know, you got no money left in your account.
Exactly.
See, but the thing here is that they don't take it and go. So here, at least where I live, they don't take it and go to the back to scan your credit card. They bring the machine right to your table now. So it's very high trust here now.
Yeah, but you can still put a chip inside those machines. Once you tap it, they can still get all your information from your credit card and read it on their little screen afterwards.
Oh, absolutely they do. Absolutely.
But how about just using Google Pay or Apple Pay to just pay this gas fee?
A lot of places here do not take Apple Pay or Google Pay.
Okay.
I don't even think any gas station here takes Apple Pay or Google Pay. I think it's just like credit card or debit card, but I don't know about Apple Pay. Well, I don't know.
No, me neither.
You store your card and then you pay
Well, usually, like I said, it was old school. We used to do it in cash. But Nancy, even the peso is not, it's not very strong, is it?
No, it's not strong. $1 is 1,000. Okay, we have many different kind of dollars here. The official dollar, the market dollar, the blue dollar. Okay, in general, people like me, you have to pay attention to the blue dollar. The blue dollar is the dollar that it's like when you pay, but when you buy at a certain price. Of course, when you sell, they're going to take it uh, with less money. I mean, for example, I don't know how many cents, but nowadays, for example, I don't know today, but $1 means 1,435 or 40.
Pesos.
That's pesos. Yes, that's the difference. Yeah, but nowadays for us, dollars are cheap. That's why everyone who are medium class, they travel to United States, to Miami, to Europe, to everywhere, because you don't know with this man what is going to happen tomorrow.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. That guy is off the wall. But is it everywhere in South America they have peso? Not Brazil, no?
No, Brazil real.
Yeah, because they're the Portuguese. So, but every South American country other than Brazil is a peso?
No, they are different currency money. They are different according to the country.
So besides
Most of them
Mexico
have
and
peso, but different Mexican pesos, Argentinian pesos, but every single peso has got like different
different value.
different value. Yes, different value according to the dollar, according to how the country is going on.
Okay.
We are I think we are the most disaster nowadays.
Okay, and Alan.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Because Trump is like he says, Milei is my friend. Oh my God, he wants everything in my country, because we've got water, gas, electricity. We've got everything. Those we're, I don't know how to call it in English, but we say we're type of earth, not earth. How you call it? Well, lithium. Those things, minerals. We've got everything here. So I know that he is trying to be in good terms with our president, because apart from he is a fool, I don't know why that guy don't go and live in United States of America instead of living here, because he doesn't love Argentina at all.
Just like that guy from Venezuela. He took advantage of their country too, right? So everybody has their own agenda for whatever country they're running. That's everywhere around the world, though. You know that.
But just like up in Canada, Trudeau, yeah, he fucked you guys over a lot too.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Every country has their own agenda.
Yeah, they do.
At the end of the day, what is it all about? Money, right? For anybody, any country. Doesn't matter who you are. You can pretend you're the saint of all saints, but at the end of the day, you got to put food on your table just like everybody else.
The problem is that there are a lot of people here, and nowadays they don't have anything to eat.
Yeah, but you think the government cares? It doesn't matter who's in charge. It's not their problem.
No. Nowadays the government says, okay, try to get a job, and there is no job at all because a lot of factories are closing and people are just without. They cannot pay for a house or a rent.
Yeah, but once again, that's
So
everywhere
they
because
they
even here we got the same problem. Every mall you go to, half the stores are closed. They can't afford rent. You can't make money and still survive. Nowhere. It's not just Argentina. States, I'm sure also, Brian, you
no.
must have the same problem with malls there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, our mall just got condemned.
You see? So it's not just one
Yeah.
place or the other. It's everywhere around the world. Now, China, I don't know
It
how it is
was
in
just
China.
condemned.
Alan, how's the economy in China?
Maybe also it's not very good, to be honest.
So it really is all over the world then.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Shit
right
has
now.
gone downhill.
Yeah.
This is not the 80s. This is not the life of Wall Street and, greed is good and Gordon Gekko and, all that. I mean, life was good 40 years ago. Life was good in the 90s.
Because it was
when the
simple. It wasn't
2000s
complicated.
Exactly.
40 years ago, everything was pen and paper. Now there's no more such thing as pen and
Yes.
paper. People don't even know how to write.
You're right. And especially because they don't even know how to write in cursive. Nobody knows how to do that anymore because they don't teach it in schools.
But I've asked you this before too, Brian, and Nancy and Alan. I'm going to ask you as well. How many times do you actually use your cell phone to make a phone call as it was intended to be? Do you even remember the last time you made a phone call?
Nope.
People don't use the
No.
phone for a phone anymore.
No. We use WhatsApp. No more than that.
So,
That is why so many people don't want to come in, regardless of their language. You, Mavakaga, and Nancy also too are old school, as am I. We like talking. A text is so impersonal. Like, it's just like you can't understand somebody's voice.
yeah, that's one of the big
can't
problems with
understand.
text messaging. You don't know the tone of the message.
Exactly.
Right? You read it the way you want to read it and translate it the way you want to translate
Exactly.
But you know what? The difference between adolescents and me is that when I use WhatsApp, I speak so they can hear me. Okay, they put me in number 2 because my son says, "Mama, you speak so slowly." Okay, so they put in 2, but they write. They don't speak.
No, because everything has to be fast paced. They've always said about like TikTok and YouTube, you have to grab the attention within the first 5 seconds, or else they're going to not be interested. But is that how short of attention span we have now? We have to be interested in the first 5 seconds. There's no story, there's no nothing. It's just give me the information right away, or else forget it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the way the world is right now. Mavakaga.
But it's too fast, man. Slow down. Enjoy life. Relax.
But people cannot.
Yeah,
and you know why they cannot? Because
Why?
they are influenced by TikTok, by Instagram, by Facebook Reels. That is what people do. They go online and they want to feed their brain for the next best thing that they can see. They don't take time to make human connections. Everybody is now rush. And you know what? Back nearly 30 years ago, 1994, I didn't even have a fucking internet.
Yeah, same.
The internet did not exist.
Right.
It didn't. And you remember a time when we grew up where there weren't text messages.
No.
If you wanted to talk to somebody, you had to write a letter or you had to call them. That's what's so sad. Because all of this shit, all of TikTok, Instagram, all of this, they have created this to make life impersonable, to make you feel disconnected, and make you feel that if you talk to somebody, if you can actually have words, then you feel weird. That's why the dating game does not work. Okay, let me give you an example. I was married most recently, and then she divorced me. Every time I called her on the phone, she picked up and said, hello? Like, what the fuck are you calling me for? Why are you calling me?
Yeah, why are you not texting?
And she, exactly. Like, she didn't want to talk on the phone. Oh my God.
Do you consider that she didn't want to hear your voice, or another reason?
No, because she did not want to talk. She didn't want to talk.
Okay, so if you send her a message, she's not going to respond to you.
No, absolutely she will.
No, she'll reply, but she won't talk
so
on the phone, is what he's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she was born in 1990. She was born in 1990. So she's, and you know what I did, Mabatka, just 2 days ago. But.
Yeah, I don't know what you did 2 days ago.
Yeah, no, you know what I
PG-13, yeah, I know.
Yeah, keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we know.
But, you know, she was born in 1990. And she'll be 36 in March. But she's still of that time where it's just not old school for enough. She just wants to text and live the digital life and doesn't want to have a human connection. I don't get that. Because you can only feel the human connection when they talk.
Well, yeah, because that's some kind of indication as to where the conversation is going to head, not just by text message.
Exactly. And I can tell you, Mavakuga, I don't like tacos. I can tell you, I don't like tacos.
Yeah, two totally different meanings. Even though it's the same sentence, it's two totally different ways to say it.
Exactly. But if I texted you, I don't like tacos. Well, how can you say that? How can you infer my digital text to say, well, yeah, no, I don't like tacos. Well, I don't like tacos. I hate them.
Yeah, usually they even got that now where it's like, you know, if you type it all in caps, that means you're shouting. It's
sure.
Or how they abbreviate things. Can you imagine having a conversation on the phone with TTYL and BRB and all this shit? It's like, you know what, man? Have a normal conversation. Use words, not fucking letters to say what you want to say.
Yes.
Abbreviations, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not talking about
I could not agree more. BRB, gotta pee. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I say be right back. Be right back.
Yeah, BRB. Yeah. Sometimes I have to look it up because, you know, children write like that. And I say, oh, what does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the art of talking, especially with people who don't speak English natively, to me, really, really just like kind of soothes my soul because it doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen. And, you know, nobody, I mean, you see so many people, you know, who we invite up on stage, but they're too shy to go on. That's how, you know, people lose connection.
Yeah, but it's not that they're just too shy or whatever. You saw the guy that came on here half an hour ago. I had to ask him a question. He just says yes, no, sometimes maybe. It's they don't know how to communicate, and it's not because they're shy or whatever. It's just because now that's the way they're being brought up. They don't even know how to
Yes.
communicate anymore.
No.
You saw him. I
I
gave him
think
so
that
many chances.
communication is broken at all.
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
even
Hold up! I hope you just got my joke, motherfucker.
This is not our case, but
but even Nancy.
I hope you got my joke. Bro.
I got it. Even Nancy understood that guy wasn't communicating properly at all.
No.
no, and he knew how to say it in English. Ohio.
Yeah, same thing over and over
And
again.
that's all.
Yeah, I got it. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, but if I said literally in voice, hang on 1 second, I have to pee, versus BRB, and then mute it. Like what? I mean, like I have to pee so badly right now because you know I only have one kidney, and Nancy, you know I do too. But if I said, "Hey, BRB," you're gonna think like what the.
Yeah, the only time I would expect you to do that is if, like, say, me and Nancy are having a conversation or something, you don't want to interrupt, then you type it at the bottom. But if we're having a conversation between me and you, and then all of a sudden you're like that, it's like, what the hell, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
See, and I agree. And you and I, Mabakaga, have always connected on a very deep level. Deep level.
Mm-hmm.
And I love you and Kai both so much. And I love Nancy too down there in Argentina. It's been like a fucking year since I've talked to her. Love you, Nancy.
Nancy, I think
Thank you so much.
I think the last time we spoke, a year and a half ago, I think we were talking about cicadas or something. You remember that?
Oh.
No.
I'm pretty sure we were talking about cicadas.
This year was a very sad year for me because I had 3 losses. So that's why. Yeah.
3 what?
3 losses.
Losses. My mother 3 months ago. My best friend, it was a man, 7 months ago, and my pet 1 year ago. So one after the other one, you know.
Yeah, they say it usually comes in threes.
It's very difficult. So difficult. And when you live alone, it's more difficult. So nowadays, I decided to have a nurse Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 4 hours each morning.
To help you out.
Just to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just to talk to me. You know what? I need to talk to someone.
Well, that's another reason why you should come on stage every time you're on here. You're always welcome with me and Brian.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I got to go. So nice to talk with you.
Alan, same to you, man. Sorry, we didn't talk to you more. Come on stage anytime, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Alan,
I will.
Good to see you, brother.
Sometimes I just want to just also chat with you, with you guys. Yeah, but you know, I can't just catch up with your very quickly speech. So I just do my best next time.
Yeah, no problem.
And I gotta go. I really have something to do.
All right, make sure you follow us and you can come on stage anytime, okay?
Okay.
All right, take care, Alan.
Have
a nice day. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day to you too.
Have a good day, Alan.
Nancy, I wanted to ask you, are you married or were you married or?
And I have to.
No. I'm divorced and I don't know if I'm going to find a man. Well, you don't know, but it's not my aim.
Okay, so again, if I'm getting too personal, you don't have to answer. How long ago were you married?
2007.
Oh, you were married in 2007, or you got the divorce in 2007?
No, I divorced in 2007, and I was married for 22 years, more or less.
Okay, so you were married from like 1985, roughly.
Come again?
So you got married in 1985 then, if it was 22 years, right? Around 1986.
86. Yeah. Oh my God. So quick.
Time always goes by fast, and it's going faster and faster, it feels like every day.
Yeah.
So you were married for 21 years. Can I ask what happened at the end?
Yeah, he cheated me.
Oh, typical
But then
story.
he told me, I discovered because at that time they started appearing the phones, the iPhones, and I didn't want to touch because I didn't know anything about technology. Just he used it to wear it to use it for work. So it was on the table. He was playing with my 3 sons upstairs. And suddenly I heard just a ding ding. And I said, why not? One of my friends at school says, you're not going to break anything. So open the computer, touch whatever okay? So I opened the phone and there was a message.
But hold on. Wait a minute. What made you feel that he was up to something? Like what gave you the idea something's not right here?
No. I had no idea.
Oh,
no idea at all.
Okay.
No. At that moment, I realized that I had been cheating for I don't know how. And then he told me she was not the only one. I have cheated you with a lot of women.
So he said this after 21 years of being married to you.
Yes. Well, at first it was very difficult for me. I have to be in charge of my 3 sons. I had to work at 3 schools at the same time. I was very sad because I couldn't imagine that something like that could happen to me. But time is something very important.
Well, but now looking back, aren't you glad that you found out when you did?
If I what?
I said now, when you look back to those days, aren't you happy you found out back then? Like now, aren't you happy? Now that you think about it, aren't you happy?
I'm not. Today, what is happiness? Okay.
No, what I'm saying is, aren't you happy that you knew what he was doing instead of being fooled for another 10, 15, 20 years?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So that's the way you got to look at it. You can't look at it like, oh, I'm hurt, he did this, he did that. Fuck him, he was an asshole. That's it.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Thanks God that I decided to open the phone and saw the message, of course. No. I don't want. Okay, I've got 2 cousins. Both of them are being cheating. And both because the couples are millionaires. They prefer staying with a man rather than get divorced.
But did he meet
because
them
of
online
money.
or did he meet them at work? Where did he meet these putanis?
And hello, Brian, bro, Nancy, Malfa, how are you?
Yeah, good. Hold on a second. Did he meet them at work or at online? Do you know?
Mike.
Your ex?
No.
It doesn't make much of a difference anyway. You did good. You're better on your own.
But here in Argentina, I don't know what is happening. I think everywhere is happening the same thing. But in Argentina, it's so common.
We talked about this the other night. We were talking about it, and I think Brian said it's something like 80%. The divorce rate is up to 80% now, or something like that.
Correct. That's right. Mm-hmm. Here, at least, is the United States.
And we were discussing, and we were talking about it's because of all these applications, all these easy opportunities for people to cheat, that they're not loyal anymore, like back in the 50s and 60s when there was no kind of technology like there is today. Life was a lot more simpler.
That's right.
The woman stayed home, she cooked, she cleaned, she did her part, the man went to work, he did his part, and then they come home, they spend the night together, and everybody's happy. Now everybody does their own thing. They don't even eat at the dinner table anymore together.
You're right, and you are exactly correct. And that's where the problem comes in. The problem comes in where it's so easy for you to talk to somebody else.
But and like you just said, it all reverts back to what we were just talking about. There's no more fucking communication anymore between two people.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, but I know that in old times it used to happen the same. But women in general, they couldn't say anything because they had to be in charge of the children, staying at home all day long, washing the things, doing everything. The man, provided just by working. But then, what did they do? You don't know. Because they came home and they say, "Oh, today I had a lot of work," and then when they passed, the man passed away. Suddenly the women started knowing that, oh, he had 2, 3 women, other families, It happened in old days as well. But nowadays, I think there is no patience,
Oh, well, yeah, we discussed that too. Short attention span.
But also nowadays, that if a stay-at-home mom is taken care of by a man that works 16 hours a day, she will get bored, and she will also find somebody else to make her life exciting.
Like we've talked to a lot of people on here. They're all like that. You said it exactly the way it is. We've spoken to so many people. It's always the same story.
It is. It's always the same story. It is.
And Nancy, we're not talking about you, because obviously we know your life story, and you're much more mature than most of the people on here. You've lived your life. You know from experience.
Yes.
But Brian's talking about in general, the people that come on here, they all talk the same way. Brian hit it right on the head.
Yes. We're not bashing you, Nancy.
No.
Obviously. No, I know.
So I hope you don't feel like that. We're not bashing you.
When he says women, he's meaning the 30, 40-year-olds, like the ones that have been here and talked bullshit. You haven't talked any bullshit, so don't worry about it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, don't worry.
I'm
an old woman. Come on, guys. I know about life.
You're not old. 63 is not old, Nancy.
More or less. With 1 feet, with 1 foot on.
No.
I'm going to.
You know what you do, Nancy? You know what you do? Instead of saying you're old, just change the word to mature. Tell people you're a mature woman.
Mature, I'm mature, so mature, mature, yeah.
You've had your experiences, so you've grown from it.
And Mavakaga and Nancy, and we can all agree. I'm 41 years old. Nancy, I know you're 63. Mavakaga, I won't reveal your age.
It doesn't matter. 55. It's on there. It's on the profile.
55.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, can we all agree nowadays, even though time is flying, that 85 to 90 is now the old?